1974, in the aftermath of the Yom Kippur War, to serve as a home for Israeli disabled veterans and their families. To this day, over 70,000 veterans have found a second home in Beit HaLochem, over 20,000 of them since October 7. More than 8,000 brave men and women are now receiving vital support for PTSD. We help them restore strength and hope through 85,000 physiotherapy treatments and 60,000 hydrotherapy sessions annually. With more than 380,000 training sessions per year, we empower our heroes to rebuild their bodies and spirits. Over 950 educational scholarships help our veterans pursue their dreams beyond recovery, proving that injury does not define destiny. Over the years, Beit HaLochem has become a global symbol of gratitude to those who have sacrificed their lives for the State of Israel. Across countries, cultures, and oceans, a shared commitment unites us. Here, the world comes together alongside the government of Israel to stand beside them and to support. I want to show you the 5 Beit HaLochem centers in Tel Aviv, Haifa, Jerusalem, Beersheba, and a new one is in Ashdod. Haifa is our first stop on our tour, and I can't wait to show you how Beit HaLochem rebuilds their lives and gives them the tools to become a member of society again.
Since the 7th of October, we've seen an unprecedented rise in the numbers of people dealing with PTSD coming and using the facilities of Beit HaLochem. Half of them are both physically and mentally injured. This is the time, there will be no other time to help people rebuild their life. It's now or never, so let's choose now.
Jerusalem is more than a city. My heart pounds as I'm stepping into something far greater. Here, near to the Western Wall, I feel more connected to my identity and my roots. Every Beit HaLochem center is unique, but they all share the same mission: to provide a safe place for healing, growth, and community. As you can see, the facilities here at Beit HaLochem are the state of the art. It's fantastic. Our next stop, Tel Aviv. The first time I went to see Beit HaLochem in Tel Aviv was about 11 years ago, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some familiar faces. This place is incredible. Veterans before their injuries that used to play basketball or used to swim, run marathons, ride motorcycles, nothing stops them at Beit HaLochem. This organization has thought about every single detail. Behind every wounded veteran, there is a story. There is a family whose entire life has been turned upside down. We as mothers want to make sure that our child receives the best care. Smadar is such a mother. Oz, her son, was in Gaza. A Hamas bomb exploded and Oz was severely wounded.
Oz's injury was really severe. He suffered from a head trauma. Beit HaLochem was always visiting and wanted to know how they can help Oz. They invited him to go to Beit HaLochem and show him all the activities that are over there. We were overwhelmed. And for me, Beit HaLochem is like a home.
Every journey through Beit HaLochem centers reinforces one truth: Israel's wounded veterans are not alone. Welcome to Beersheba, the capital of the Negev. As you can see, physio is a big part of the journey of our rehabilitation. The facilities are fantastic, and Or just started with physio. Let's head to our new center in Ashdod. Beit Lochem is constantly growing and developing, especially today. After the Swords of Iron War, when thousands of new wounded veterans are joining the family, we are required to provide a solution and be more accessible than ever.
כאן בבית הלוחם אשדוד, למעשה ייבנה המרכז הגדול ביותר לטיפול בפוסט-טראומטי. אנחנו מבינים טוב מאוד כמה המקום הזה חשוב לשיקום, תחושה פה מאוד גדולה של שליחות.
From Haifa to Jerusalem, Tel Aviv to Beersheba, and now Ashdod. Beit Lochem is more than a network of centers. It's a family that stands together through challenges and triumphs. We have lost so many of our brave men and women. Let's save our heroes that we can help today. Thank you for being part of this journey. Toda Rabba, Am Yisrael Chai.
Presentation. Right. All right. Oh, it's too strong, right? So good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for hosting us here. It's a wonderful convention and get-together of people that have a strong belief with an action of doing what I believe. My name is Edan Kleiman. I'm the chairman of the most amazing organization, which I want to present it to you. You saw Beit Lochem, our centers. Those centers are owned by the ZDVO, the Child Disabled Veteran Organization. First I will present myself. I was born and raised in Jerusalem. I was born in 1973 to my wonderful parents, Ariel and Ruth Kleiman. Thank you. I had a great childhood in Jerusalem, and I passed off my parents a security of protecting Israel. My grandfather died in the Liberation War protecting the north border, and my father was heavily wounded in 1973 protecting the south border. It was just, for me it was so reasonable and so clear that when I will get 18, I will join the Israeli army and serve as a fighter. In 10th of November 1992, I was wounded engaging terrorists in Khan Yunis, Gaza. 3 terrorists were on their way to hurt people. What you saw at October 7, there was a similar. 3 terrorists in 1992 was on their way to hurt civilian Israelis, women, child, all people. And my team put their body between those terrorists and civilian Israelis. And the price was heavy for me, but we succeeded. We killed 2 terrorists and 1 was captured, but I got shot in the chest. Actually, being here, it's a miracle. It's one of those acts of God, because when I was shot in the chest, I died twice. First on the operation table, they started to revive me, they succeeded to revive me. The second time they couldn't, and the doctor ran into the intensive care, and in front of my parents, they cut my chest and did an open heart massage to my heart. And 4 days later, I woke up asking, where is my weapon? Where is my army uniform? Where is my chimidan, the bags? And the doctor said, shut up, Nijas, you're alive, this is enough for you. And from then, I started my amazing journey that you can see here, that my, let's say, most important station of my life, of getting married with my lovely wife Shiri that is here, and having Daniela and Uri, my kids, which are my victory. And yes, whenever I go to sleep, when I go to kiss Daniela, I ask her, who is my victory? And she says, I am. So this is the way you win terrorists. And in July 2019, I had the privilege and the honor to become the chairman of this organization, which I present you in a second. In May 22, I light the torch for the Israeli Independence Day ceremony, and in 2025, I received an honorary PhD for doing what you're going to see in a second. But this is how it all began. 1949, Pavilion 19, Tel HaShomer Hospital. And I'm stopping here for a second and say to you, we have a lot of heroes in Israel, more than 80,000 now. And those heroes paid a heavy price. Because I gotta tell you the truth, it's not easy to be paraplegic. It's not easy to be a blind person. It's not easy to can't sleep at night because of PTSD. And getting older made it even tougher. And people ask us, why? How do you do it? How do you wake up every morning and do all those miracles? And I tell them a true story. When I get out from my house and I take in right and right to another turn, I see elementary school and I see kindergarten. And then we open the radio and we heard about another Nobel Prize or something scientific or the medicine or sports or something that became amazing in Israel. And we understand why we did it and why you're doing it and why the hero before me and be after me. People will pay a heavy price for the surviving of Israel because we are the living testimony of the price of Israel. And this is the mission of our organization. In 1949, we decided to take our own destiny in our hands, not waiting to the government, not waiting to some politician to help us, do it by myself, following our beliefs. And for us to rehabilitate a veteran, it's meaning that you need to work, to study, to raise a family, to go back to the society. Not just get some allowance from the government and sit in his house, okay? So women and men of the IDF security forces, we want them to go back to the community. And jumping forward to 2026, those are our numbers. Now we have 55,800 disabled veterans who are recognized by the Israeli government, and another 23,000 new veterans. And on the way here, I asked the JPB, what does it mean in American numbers, like in the United States, okay? It means like in the end of a war, you will have here in the United States another 800,000 new wounded soldiers, okay? The United States is 40 times more than Israel, population-wise, okay? So when I say 23,000, think about 800,000 in your terms, okay? We are representing the IDF soldiers, the police officer, the Israeli Mossad, the security service, okay, and the prison guards. We're having more than 537 employees. Our budget jumped from October 7th that we used to run all of our organization with the 50 million, it jumped for more than 113 million, okay? And we have more than 435 different classes. Those are the numbers of Iron Sword. You see how many female wounded soldiers and how severe injured, okay? And you see that the ages went down from 64, that was the average, because of Yom Kippur war, to 30.1. Many of the reserved, which means that we need to open gymboree room for the kids, music room, young club rooms. We need to adjust our Bet Lochem, our rehabilitation centers to our new population. And many with the PTSD. People think that rehabilitation ends when you go out from the hospital. You're in the hospital for 3 months, you're in the hospital for 4 months. No, rehabilitation is a journey for life, never-ending story. And our organization is the only organization to take you from the day that you're in the hospital, give you a sense of belonging, you're not alone, give you a responsibility, building a future to you, to yourself, and assist you in all of your different stations in life. We do it through our centers all over Israel. You can see it. In Jerusalem, Haifa, Tel Aviv, and Beersheba, Nahariya, and now we're finishing in Ashdod. And this is our secret formula. When you look at the formula, you understand how easy it is, but it's tradition of almost 80 years of knowledge. The veteran is in the middle. You do it by showing his rights, taking care of the family, education in work, which is very, very important, and the other 4 tools of community, sports, culture, and mental well-being. When you do that, when you put all this envelope, as you call it, around the surrounding about this veteran, then you have more than 70% success rate of putting them back in job, which is 10% more of the normal population, and by far from every democracy, other democracies army in the world. This is just an example of our organization who know what they're doing going into a war. This is only the first year of our own sword. We touched 12,747 wounded soldiers on the first year. Every wounded soldier was in the hospital for 24 hours, we touched him. Okay? You can see how many programs we did. You see how much money we spend on them, on the hospital to make sure that they feel not alone. It's not easy, but we are winning this war. It's the war after the war, and we win it, and we will succeed. I want to finish with something nice, because we are a happy story, okay? It's a story about heroism, not about being poor, okay? And I want to show you, you saw the movies about Bet Lochem, but I want to show you also about the outdoor action and our message to the wounded soldiers. The message of the organization to the wounded soldiers is, you're never alone. But the message that we want them to go out from Bet Lochem. Bet Lochem is not a ghetto, it's a safety net. We want them to go out to the civilian world with the knowledge that there's nothing they can do. So please see this movie.
תתארו לכם עולם יפה, פחות עצוב ממשהו ככה, ואנחנו שם הולכים עם שמש בכיסים ומעל גגות הכוכבים, והזמן עובר בלי פחד, ואני הולך לפגוש אותה בגן העדן. תתארו לכם קצת אושר, כי הוא כל כך נדיר כאן, עיר מגניבה בתוך החושך, ושנינו בשמיכה, והיא מלטפת אותי ואומרת לי מחר יקרה מה שרצית, ועם לאט השתקפויות של עצב ושמחה. תתארו לכם באמצע יום יפה, שמיים עליכם, אהבה איתכם, כן ככה זה קרה, לפתע היא אמרה, אני עוד זוכר אותה, כמו בסערה. תתארו לכם מותי נופל לתוך זרועותיה. פשוט, חדר ללילה, בית בגשם, ריחות עצים מלאים בטות, ושנינו שיכורים. אם ניפרד אני אמות, היא לוחשת וגועשת, תתארו לכם עוד הזדמנות לחזור פתאום לנעורים. תתארו לכם את החיים זזים אחורה וקדימה, מה שחסר שהוא מתמלא, מה שהיה פתאום ישנו, ואני מביט לתוך עיניה ונגנב בכוח פנימי.
I want to finish, thank you very much. I want to finish and just one message. After I woke up and understood the miracle that I have, I knew that I have a special journey. I came from a very tough family, a very supportive one. Not everybody has such meanings. And I knew that I have to represent them. I have to speak in their behalf. All of those soldiers ran into fire, ran to save us, to save the country of Israel. In the Israeli army, there's Christian, Muslim, Jews, and Jews. We are rehabilitating now all those wounded soldiers. They need you. So they need to be recognized. It's something that will help them to rehabilitate. And we need the means to do it. We need the facilities, and we need to push forward, and we need to give them all the support they can have to win this. So Israeli army will still have be strong. Israeli country, the resilience of Israel will be still strong. Doing it by sending the message that that we see you, we don't forget you, we not throw you away because you're wounded, and we will support you. This is what help our organization to have the success rate, to help the Israeli army, and to help the resilience of the state of Israel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.